Greetings and salutations, YouTube. Friar Chuck here, and we are back with another episode of our MonoSteel playthrough here in Pokemon Violet, and we have got immediate orders to eliminate next Titan. Okay, so it ain't all that dramatic, but we do need to go take care of him because we are about to hit the level cap. And if we find a Riolu on the way there, and yes, I will pronounce Riolu both ways constantly throughout this. If we find one on the way there, we will catch it and start working our way on making it a nice, healthy Lucario. Because technically you can get a Lucario at any level. There's no cap on it. You could, any level. You could have a level 2 Lucario. That's the lowest possible level you could have. I mean, without packing. Yeah. So, we are not going the right way. Actually, yes, we were going the right way. I think. No, we are definitely not. Tink tink, yeah. So in the PC, we have got Gimmighoul and Rookidee and Magnemite. Magnemite will be added very shortly. Basically, as soon as we take out the Titan Bombardier. Gimmighoul we can't use until we get all of the Goldengo coins, which who knows? Rookidee, I think it'll be a Corvusquire by like level 30-ish. Somewhere between like 30 and 36 would be my guess. But we are still on the journey to get all of the steel type Pokemon that we can. So I think there is a steel, at least one steel Paradox Pokemon, so we will catch them too. Maybe not right away, but we will get them eventually. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go up here because these evidently do respawn, and that'd be nice if we could on the way there pick up 3 more, you know, the ones that we've already hit, but I don't know how frequently they respawn, and I don't even think it's a 100% chance that they respawn. I think there's like a 10% chance that they respawn every in-game day, which is like 72 minutes, I think, of time, so a little over an hour. Oh, come on. And is it here? It's not, so off we go. You're probably not even going to check the other ones because it's a long game up there. That was a walk because I thought it was a Gimmighoul. So we are going to pretty much just ride our... Actually, I'm not going to do that. We will fly to... we'll fly to Cortondo West, and then from there we'll go find our little flying Titan friend. I think what I'll end up doing. Can you go west? I think. Yes, west. I think what we're going to end up having to do for the Flying Titan, since we don't have Magnemite yet. Just because of my own restrictions. Also, Ghastly got the biggest glow up into the 3D space. I feel like there's a lot of people that don't like him, but I love that his gas is like actively a part of him. I don't know. I just love the way he looks in these games. I think it is a huge improvement. And Ghastly was never an ugly Pokemon or anything. It always was a good design. It always looked good. And Haunter is one of my favorite ghost types, but yes, I prefer Haunter to Gengar. It's crazy. So I believe there is a tower on a watchtower on the way here. This lady with her picnic. I have not found a Riolu. I'm not looking terribly hard either, though, so. Can you go around here? Not seeing one. So I don't see any signposts. I will probably miss a bunch that y'all end up inevitably hearing. Just again, simply because I don't have the volume turned on. Okay, so that way takes you to the 7th gym, which we are not going to have any part of right now. Oh, and you can see the Cocoa Pebbles falling up, or the Cocoa Puffs. And there's the Bombardier up there in the distance up to the top, up in the top left-hand corner of your screen. You'll make out the Flying Titan Bombardier. That was my impression of a pilot over the intercom thing. I don't actually... Oh, a mischievous. I don't actually, now that I'm here, I don't know if there's a watchtower or not, or if it's just these windmills. And if it's just the windmills, which I think it is, I don't know if there's going to be a Gimeagle chest up at the top of it or not. But it doesn't hurt to try. So up we go. This staircase would absolutely terrify me in real life. And also there's absolutely no safety precautions on this. Like, spiral staircase up the side of a very tall windmill with... Oh, it's a rare candy. Yoink. Okay. What I was saying before, I think what we're going to end up doing is we will do the first phase like normal with Tinkatink, and then the second phase we'll terrastalize it into its fairy type, because I'm not banning terrastalization, and then just use that. Although, defensively speaking, for its flying in dark, actually yes, it will resist dark because it's fairy type, but flying would be more resisted by steel, so we may be better suited just to leave it the way it is, as Bombardier is. Oddly enough, dark flying. I don't know why. It's kind of creepy that a stork Pokemon is... Actually, the lore behind it is really creepy, because it says specifically that it likes dropping things that make loud noises. And a baby would make a lot of noise if you dropped it, I'm just saying. I see a tower off to the left there. Okay, so this is doing okay damage. That plucked it a lot. Luckily for the second phase, we'll have Arvin with us. And we are getting health back from this. I wish I had Play Rough or any physical fairy type move, and I kind of think Play Rough might be the only one. Other than Terra Blast. Actually, because Terra Blast just takes the type of whatever your highest attack stat is. Which I wouldn't mind if there were more moves like that. I don't think all of them need to be, because Terra Blast is a really good move anyway. If that's the like your whole thing is that's the Pokemon you're terrestrializing. Avoided the attack. We didn't even have to take that more off of it for it to go to its second phase. Because some Pokemon are mixed attackers. So you might want a physical Terra move or a special Terra move on even just that Pokemon or whatever, or not even that, but just an Alakazam's Terra Blast as opposed to a Machamp's Terra Blast. Yeah. But I think some 40 base power move. Maybe put like hidden power back in the game, and it's hidden power is based off of maybe don't go to the full extent of what it was before because it was kind of ridiculous before. But like, okay, certain criteria you're meant to get this type, and then based on your higher attack or special attack stat, that'll determine whether it's physical or special. Because I do miss hidden power. I don't do competitive battling really anymore at all. I used to do a lot on Pokemon Showdown. I was really like Sun and Moon Oris, that time between Oris and the end of like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. That was really actually Oris was really when I was doing it a lot, where it was just no Ultra Beast, nothing, just I have done some with the Ultra Beast, but anyway, I used to run in OU. I would run Hidden Power Ice on Mega Scizor specifically to deal with Landorus Therian. As it'd come in, it'd set up its rocks. I would be and I'm a Scizor, so I don't have a whole lot to do. And it'd think it'd be fine, and then I'd hit it with a Technician boosted Hidden Power, with some special attack investment, and it's like, what is going on? So, all right, Knackley, way to go. Down goes the Bombardier. Easily the easiest thing we've dealt with. Yay. Look at Adrienne. She's so happy. Level 20. And now that means Magnemite can join the team. And the next thing we have to deal with, I think, is the Dark. Yeah, the Dark Crew, which is 20 to 21, so we're, again, right there. And again, this is we can only use... Well, you have to have 3 Pokemon, so we'd have to have Magnemite on the team anyway. Technically, Giacomo only has 2 Pokemon, but I can't go into the fight without 3 Pokemon. It's not possible. It physically will not allow you to do it. So... Okay, Riolu. Okay, never mind. There's three ways I'll say it: Riolu, Riolu, or Riolu. Different emphasis on each syllable. So, uh, locations. Okay. So we need to do a couple things here. I do want to get. Uh, I would like to get Lucario. Um, and yes, that is going to be an absolutely massive power spike. Bob's your uncle. But I do think it would be worthwhile to have him, especially if we could somehow find a way to get him before the uh, the dark base, because Tinkatink is going to do its thing. But at the end of the day, Draining Kiss is just not. It's not the best move in the world. Yep, here, have a sandwich. Oh. Corvisquire doesn't evolve into Corviknight until level 38. Oh yeah, Iron Treads is Steel type. So. And Iron Crown, which is not available except in the Crown Tundra. And I'm not even 100% positive how you get those. I have played through the Crown Tundra once before, but I don't. I kind of just did the thing with Terapagos and then left. So. Hey, don't eat that sandwich. It's not yours. That's rude. Yeah. Get him, Marvin. It is absolutely insane how quick everybody's opinion of Arvin changed. Like a complete 360 or 180. 360 would be going back to the same place. Complete 180 in this moment right here. It's like, oh, he's got a sick dog. Okay, well, shoot, let's put everything else down. I don't want to be the champion. I don't want to help Penny. We got to help your dog though. But like in all serious, like where this ended up leading to, like there's good build up to it, and I do think the storytelling aspect in this is done really, really well. The gym journey, that was never the story of any of the Pokemon games. It's kind of just second. Um, and occasionally in some of them, that kind of directly led to how you solved the problem. Like in Black and White, you had to be the champion to take on N. So, but this storyline where it's like, oh shoot, okay, yeah, I'll rescue your dog. And I don't know about any of y'all, but when I played through this the first time, I had to battle Arvin at full strength. When he had his Maple with him, I was like, I don't really want to do this. The other thing I really like about Arvin is like, yeah, it's kind of irritating that he only ever uses one Pokemon when he's helping you with a Titan. But I do like that you see each Pokemon in each iteration eventually come through on his team. When you fight him the first time, he's got the Squavit. And then the Greedent is on his team at the end. And then he's got the Shelder with Cloth. And then it becomes a Cloyster. Here he's got a Knackley. He gets a Gargonicle at the end. And then he gets a Scovillain. And I There's one more, and I don't remember now what it is. Oh, Toad Scroll. And that's on his final team. And then, of course, his Mabastiff. So I like that you see the natural progression of Arvin's team. It's very unique, and like for being a complete just food, essentially a food-based team, Squavit being the exception, I think you could have made more of an argument for him to have an Oink Cologne, because at least then he's using a new mod. But and like once you get into Area Zero and you start learning the story, you understand why he's so mean to Maridon or Coridon, whichever game you're playing, because it's like, oh, okay, yeah, his parent basically just picked them over him. Okay, so now it is like I said, it is time for the Team Star Dark crew. But before we do that, I am going to catch a Locket. No, not shoot. I was looking dead at that thing, and that's what I said. I will be catching a Riolu. Rockruff, Midbreeze, Caps Kids. That thing that evolves into Esparthra. Or Espathra. I don't know its name. So. Oh, look, Iron Treads. I like. See, a lot of people hate on some of the. Like, how this game runs. And yes, there are some issues with it. But the fact that you can actually see the Titans off in the distance, like, we're nowhere close to this. We're not even in the desert. The phone call hasn't triggered. That is like the second to last Titan that you're supposed to fight, I think. And you can still see it out there, just chilling. I think that's really cool. I don't know. Scarlet and Violet are not my favorite Pokemon games. I'm not saying that. Black and White still has that honor in my heart. But they don't deserve all of the immense hate that they get. They have their issues, yes. They are not perfect. But a lot of the things that people care about, I don't see as that big of a problem. I'm not a performance slut, so like the performance issues and things like that that doesn't bother me as bad. I never really had any of the major glitches that a lot of people reported. Of course, y'all know that I'm a big Skyrim player and a big Bethesda game player. So, compared to what it could be, there's certain parts of Fallout 4 that you still can't go into and not have to worry about, okay, we're getting the phone call from him, but we're not bothering with it. There's still, you still go to downtown Boston in Fallout 4 after all of these updates and even the next gen upgrade, and it's still not 100% right. It will still just crash your game. And I don't even know if there's any mods that have successfully managed to fix the issues. Because it really all that it is it's just too cluttered. They put too much stuff in there. Iron is good. Because irons, well, any of those vitamins like that, they improve friendship in a Pokemon, in case y'all didn't know that. But I'm discovering this for a couple of reasons. First of all, I want to go in here. General goods was probably more what I needed. So I don't really need any of this stuff. Soothe Bill. Yep. So yes, I wanted the Soothe Bill, and then there's also a lady here, which I've had issues with this area before, and it being just really funky. Oh, and if you're doing a water type playthrough or just want a really good water type, there are Aracudas in this water. You have to be able to surf to get to them, but I think you get that from the Orthworm Titan. There's a lot of people with Golducks in this game too. It's kind of weird. Yeah, let's add polarity to the party. Okay, so I don't really have any good moves yet, but that's okay, because Magnemite is going to outspeed a lot of things, and Electro Ball actually does take into account... Okay, she is up there, I think. Yeah, it has to be, because there's only 2 floors to this place. I don't remember what she's... I've been able to straight up find this lady in the past. I think she's got a Meryl, but... Oh no, there are 3. There's 3 levels to this, not 2. There's levels to this. Sorry, that was really, really cringy. But there's a lady up here that will tell you how much friendship you have with your Pokemon, which we're going to want, because that will determine when we actually decide to level up Riolu. I believe she is... Yep, see, Aracudas. Which Barraskewda is a really good water Pokemon, especially for a just casual playthrough. Yep, there's this lady here with her Meryl. So, she's the one that we need to go to. But, we've got to catch one first. There's a Muscle Band. Haven't even messed with held items on my Mons at all. So yes, Giacomo is our next... He's our next stop. But where we need to be is about here, because they're in that area. I don't think you can catch wild Lucarios in this game. I don't... you might can in, like, the Indigo Disc. But... not in anything... Not in the main game, I don't think you can. I have never seen them. So... That is the one we've already been to. There are also berries that you can find that will boost the friendship of a Pokemon, but it like takes away certain other stats. What we're gonna do. We're gonna lead with Magnemite because it's faster than the other two, and so I might can actually get away from some stuff if I have to run without having to use my empty dolls. My guess is a lot of the problems with the performance in the game is that Game Freak did try and put, you know, they've got everything basically rendered in all the time. I'm guessing is how that works. I'd rather not give that a give it a Kelpsie berry, but that's whatever. It lowers its attack, but I'd rather just have it in general. It's not a competitive, so I'm not that worried about it. Um, so like the wild Pokemon aren't always rendered in, and they do pop in at certain points, but like constantly in the game world, I guess is what I'm looking for. Obviously, whenever certain things come into frame, they will render, like those mass chips just did. But I'm really not sure. I don't know anything about game design. I don't know anything about programming. I don't know a whole lot about just computers in general. A lot of times where I'll be at work and people are like, "Oh, can you come see if you can fix this thing on my computer?" Like, just because I'm young does not mean I know how to use a computer well. Maridon. This is sad. This is not even this tall. There we go. All that for toxic spikes. A TM that I don't know if any of my Pokemon can learn. I guess we could just check these to see if they have one in them. It does not. Oh, and also just something having a Terra Steel type does not mean that we can use it. I don't know if anyone would say that, would ask that question, but I'm just going to say it now. Oh, that was a very weird lighting effect. Looked like there was lightning, but it's not raining. There's Loopers, Flabébés. Oh, a Chansey. This may have been a mistake battling this because I may level up a bunch. The other nice thing about Polarity is it's got Thunder Wave, so or just spark people and paralyze them that way. Yes, because it could have gone for soft boiled, and that wouldn't have been ideal. Okay, Adrian can't level up anymore. I'm not going to use that rule as that's not going to be like a super hard and fast rule. I will try and keep up with it. But oh, hey, look. Hello, my child. It's level 17, so we don't have a whole lot of leveling up room to go. Well, that didn't work. My one quick ball. They've changed the way Feint works. Used to. That is a quad resisted Metal Claw, sir. Well, I'm glad that you have steel moves. Used to, Feint wouldn't work if you were. If the other Pokemon wasn't using Protect. That was its whole thing, was that it would break through Protect. It was priority, but it didn't work if you weren't if the other Mon didn't use Protect. So I don't know when they changed that. It had to have been this gen. Okay, Gyro Ball's not going to do anything to this. Just enough. I was going to say, because it's slower, and Gyro Ball is kind of useless on a Magnemite. It's not like it's the fastest thing in the world, but... And again, there are slow electric types. Vikavolt is slow as hell for some unknown reason. It is an electric bug. In general, those are the two fastest types. Okay, good. It's male. We should name it Tim. You know who needs to... again. How much more Lucario love do we need? It's not even a legendary, and it was the main character in a movie. But I think a regional Lucario form could be really cool. Okay. Yes, you can have that. Oh, wait, I actually don't know if this impacts it at all, but... Ooh. This is the place to be, evidently, to find this stuff. Says it can't go any lower, so am I actually not taking any hits to this stuff? I still have 33 attacks, so it's not like it's making that big of a difference. Sliggoo. If you're doing a psychic or fairy, this is a good place to come as well, because there's Hatena and... Oh, if you're doing fairy, Hatena and Meryl's. There's Goomies if you're doing a dragon. Dunsparce and Deerling if you're doing normal. Toxels if you're doing poison or electric. See, that's one of the things about this. Like, okay, if I was doing in just a normal playthrough, I would not ever use Sawsbuck unless it was a randomizer and I didn't have any choice. So normally I wouldn't even bother with Sawsbuck, but if I'm doing a mono normal type run, then okay, having a normal grass type, okay, it becomes a little bit more desirable. I did not know you could get down to the water here. I don't think I've been to this section of beach. There's an item down here. I knew there would be. It's a dive ball. Don't think that's going to do us any good. There's not any... Oh, there's a medium EXP candy, though. And what is this? 2 more dive balls. And there's a Wattrel out there, and a Love Disc, and a couple of beached Palafins. There are 6 Palafins here. And some Magikarps, and... Okay, that's the effect I got. I thought it was the jump. I was like, he doesn't seem like he's jumping any higher. Nope, it's the surfing. Okay. Got it. That would explain why it took him so long to jump up that little ledge earlier. There we go. Power forward. Y'all be on the lookout too. Tell me if I miss any shinies. Won't matter unless it's a steel type, but I will still catch them. Because I'm not some absolute mad lad. I've seen people that do these monotypes, and when they find a shiny that's not the type that they're using, they just take the thing out. I'm like, that's crazy. Could not imagine ever doing that intentionally to a wildly encountered shiny. Go away, Basculin. You can't even evolve into the good version of you. I don't want to battle you. I should be able to run from everything, like I said. Magnemite's pretty fast. Why? Thank you. Why can he not get up on the banks? Okay, so we have force-fed our our little Riolu steroids and berries. So here, eat these. You will grow big and strong. And be able to find people's negative vibes. Really, the main purpose of me riding around like this right now is to find either the friendship berries or vitamins. I guess I could let it walk around. Because this does give it extra friendship too. Is this thing oh my god, it Naruto runs. It's a shame that you have to evolve. That makes me sad, the paralysis shows. Okay, fine, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Oh, I selected a burn heal. It's like, what do you mean it won't have any effect? Paralyzed heal is not doing the one thing it's supposed to do. Come on, that Skidoo is giving us the evil eye. There's the TM for Draining Kiss. Pokeball. Go away, Skidoo. Go away, Toxel. We're going to end up with a bunch of steel types whose Terra type is not steel. And, you know, there'll come a time when we need that. Look at the Palm Egg Berry. I hope you caught the full heal for me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Of course, there's not a rock trainer. Well, okay, I guess if we're doing the fairy star base, then I would probably want Naruto runs. That's funny. Of course, I actually think Lucario might Naruto run as well. Oh, there he is. I have a berry. Oh, if you understand the Atim reference in Riolu's name, let me know. This is a reference to something. It's not just a name that came. Ah! Go away, Fletchender. I'm not 100% confident we can run from you, so, and I don't want it to faint. Bye-bye. Come on, Tim. Let's go. The way he's running is really making me happy. He's like, oh, we got our Pokeball back. Cool. I don't know if y'all can hear the thunder in the background or not. It's kind of noisy. I don't know if I've ever actually been over here. Come on. I wish that these mods could keep up with you better, like, and I didn't have to worry about getting too far ahead. It'd make this whole thing a lot easier. Oh wait, Hondu Berry. That's one of the useful ones. It's probably friendly enough now. What did it just do? Rare candy. And that would be the rare candy we used to level up when he's ready to go. I don't like the way that Houndour is just chilling there. He's training against birds. So. See, this is proving to be very fruitful. Because it fruits because they're berries. Yeah, I have never been up here before. Oh, okay. Good job, Tim. I didn't know he was battling. It's just like, oh, here. I want a game where I can easily walk with my Pokemon. Like Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Maybe Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I don't really remember. I didn't play those games a whole lot. Spikes. I do have a plan for a future mod that those spikes might come in handy on. So. Get them steps in, boy. I do have a few levels to work with, so probably when we end up on that. I really don't know where we're going to at least get one level and see if he evolves. Come on, this is our training arc, sir. Some cool background music. Does somebody play Unravel from Tokyo Ghoul? There's got to be something back here, right? There's a Charcadet. You can catch those lots of places. You get that item for me. Thank you. I don't like that I have to stop every so often to make sure he's still here. Got me a super potion. Oh, there is a whole Primeape over here. I don't like that. He's not coming after me, is he? Oh, oh I forgot. There's other thing. Ah! Well, we're battling now. I stopped for 5 seconds. If they all just gathered up. I don't have a fighting type move. But I do have Metal Claw. That's super effective too. Yay. Polarity still has not leveled up yet. Okay, come on. Super potion. What is this TM that is being carefully guarded by? Oh, it's just Endure. Out here being very carefully guarded by a freaking Primeape, and it's just Endure. I was hoping for something cool. Like, I don't know what. I have the TM for Drain Punch. I just realized that. There's not a better mon to learn it than Lucario. Awesome. Team Star Dark based on what it's gotten itself into. Steel does not resist dark anymore. I think that was a good decision because Steel was really, really strong. And it got even stronger when they released Fairy types, and Fairy types became kind of the like strongest offensive type in the game. And they were like, huh, well, we'll say that Steel takes it out. Okay, cool. Well, that means that Steel is still probably the best type. So you stand by that. Steel has its weaknesses, and there's not. You've got a lot of like, you've got a lot of diversity in your Steel types that you can get a lot of different types in. So, I mean, if you look at our team, we have Steel Electric, Steel Fairy, Steel Psychic, and Steel Fighting. Or we will eventually. There's a Hardstone to boost the Rock type attacks that we don't have. And obviously there's other things that you can get that are Steel multi-typed. Oh, Tadbolt. He's so happy. Okay, Lucario. A Tim. We're leaving. I'm just going to keep calling him a Tim so that I don't have to say his actual name. It's just a regular feather and has no effect. I wish if you gave your mons pretty feathers, it'd level them up or level their friendship up faster. See, this whole trip was worthwhile. We're gonna get a singular gimme go coin. Yeah, that was worth it. But what I am gonna do is we're gonna have a picnic. Yes, I know, time and a place, but this is important. Yeah, how'd you go? So what we're doing here is we're so small. We're going to wash you, sir. Scrub-a-dub-dub. A Tim in the tub. Yay. Okay. Yes. I mean, is it crazy to say that Riolu is a better design than Lucario? Does that make me lose my... Do I lose my Pokemon fan card? Okay. Oh, wait. Hey, we picked up calcium. Here. Shovel this down your gullet now, too. Realistically, it's probably fine. This will probably evolve. Here. Oh, maybe not. If we give it enough candies. Yay! Look at how fast that was. In the span of one episode, we've managed to raise our Riolu up into a full-fledged Lucario. Yay, Lucario. A Tim. Okay, why was that so dramatic? That freaking picture of him. Okay, I don't want counter. Yeah, so my special attack and physical attack are the exact same. I have 5 rare candies here. I'm going to use one of these on Bronzor just to see how much it levels it up. It took it to 21, so... no, I don't want Hypnosis. If I use one on Lucario, it should get into 21. Okay, good. Everybody's at... Yeah, we'll learn Force Bomb, I guess. Not gonna teach it Drain Punch yet. I'm not saying I won't, but Okay, so the 3 Pokemon that we'll be using in the Team Star Dark base are going to be uh, Adrian, Hilarity, and a Tim. Really? I haven't discovered that yet. Okay, fine. We'll fly to Cascarapa. I didn't even need to discover this place, but I'm glad I did now because I've actually got the friggin' fly location. And this has been a long episode, but a lot of it was just me running around with a Tim, um, which y'all may have enjoyed. I don't know. But so we are going to go into this thing with just 3 Mons. And let's heal up. And I do think that having, after we do this, which this will be the last thing we do in this episode, and the next episode we will go get we'll go get new team members to round out the party, and then because we're closing in on the place that we can get Cuffant, I think that's how you say it, the steel elephant thing from Sword and Shield, Varoom, and Earthworm. I guess so. I don't know. I just showed up here. The name's Clive. I guess, maybe, sure. Weird guy. Raid boss. Okay, you guys let me know down in the comments. What is your favorite Pokemon type? Not favorite individual Pokemon, but type in general. Um, I already said before, mine is Poison, and Steel is actually my second favorite type. Which is interesting because my favorite Pokemon is neither of those. It is because my favorite Pokemon is Koopa, and it's Ghost Psychic, and I don't. There's a lot of Ghost types that I like, but Psychics for the most part I'm not a super big fan of. But this should be a lot easier than when I did it with than when I was doing my mono rock, because there weren't any bases that were just weak to, because the bases are dark. Well, no, fire. I was able to do fire pretty easily, but yeah, dark, fairy, poison, dark, fairy, poison, fire, and then fighting's the last one. Um, of course, the poison Atticus, for some strange reason, is terribly difficult. Of course, I guess he's kind of like Iono. Iono is really strong too for a fourth gym leader. But I think if we're going through the games and talking about like who the hardest for gym leaders at each tier are, if we're talking first gym leaders, because you've got Brock, Rourke, going in order, Brock, Faulkner. It's definitely not Faulkner. Faulkner is easily is one of the worst gym leaders. Um, Brock, Faulkner, uh, Roxanne, Rourke. Who's fifth gen? Either Lenora, no, not Lenora. The monkey triplets, or Sharon. And then so basically normal type, and then sixth gen it was Viola. It was bugs. Seventh gen didn't have gems. Eighth gen was grass, and then yeah, this one was bug. So the triplets from Black and White, I always thought they were pretty difficult. And obviously the other ones are, depending on if you took the fire type or not, the other ones are pretty difficult. Wow. I bring my fighting type out and you start off with a Murkrow. Okay, or a Spear. The Murkrows are going to be the problem. Second gems, it's Misty, Misty is very tough, especially if you didn't take Bulbasaur. Bugsy I always thought was pretty tough. Obviously, I mean, if you can get around the Scyther, it's not that big of a deal. Brawly is a pain. Fourth gen, the second leader was Gardenia. She's really not too bad. And then fifth gen was either Roxy or Lenora. Lenora's okay. Roxy's kind of easy. And then the fossil guy from X and Y. Eighth was... Shoot, who was the second gym leader name? Oh, Nessa, the water type lady. I don't even know how I got onto this discussion. I don't know. I kind of started rambling. It's just me thinking about who the hardest gym leaders is, and then it was just, can I remember all the gym leaders at each position? Yes. I only have 3 Pokemon in my party, so I don't have a whole lot of choice. We will take advantage of Clive, not Clavel, if we need to heal up. I mean, Lucario is a way stronger Pokemon than most people would have at this point. Can we Mega Evolve it? There we go, Lucario. Yep. Lucario Naruto runs too. Lucario's just an anime character. There's no way around it. Where's the Ruiz? Go. Go. Hooray. Sableye. Yeah, Sableye's more of a Adrienne thing. Lucario can hit it with Metal Claw, but that's it. Sableye. I'm actually gonna ignore those. Let Lucario deal with these 4 Pawniards. I wonder if you can get a shiny to spawn in here amongst the... I don't know, because I don't really know how the... Because as far as I know, random trainer battles can't have shinies. I know in Ruby and Sapphire, it was possible for the Ralt that Wally encountered to be shiny. Which, that would be terribly irritating. Come on. Come over here, Pawniard. Good bodied. Oh, stop running away. Okay. Yeah. Go, Adrian. Yeah, I don't think you've even lost HP yet. Okay. Oh, Stunkies. It's a little bit different. They're handled though. I should have kept Magnemite around. Shouldn't have sent him out. There's freaking Murkrows up here. I can deal with them, but here, you deal with those. Oh, and there's 4 Pawniards up there. Now, you deal with those. Okay, well, that was easy enough. I don't think this battle's going to be terribly tough. I might be... Some of these battles can get insane because of the stupid Team Star mobiles. I think he has one... I think he has a Houndour and then the car thingy. I know one of them uses a Skuntank, and I'm pretty sure it's the poison guy that does, not him. Surely it wouldn't be a Skuntank at this point. There's no way it would be evolved. Which again is kind of... Lucario is kind of unfair. Turn this up on hear music. I don't actually know that I've heard it, but supposedly it's a nice piece of the. It's a nice piece of soundtrack. So, Pawniard is what he has. How many mons does he have? He has 2 or 3. I think it's Pawniard, Houndour, or maybe it's Mela that's got a Houndour. So, what I'm actually going to do, because this thing can't hurt me, was it like whips out low kick or something? Really? Well, it did have something I wasn't expecting. Why are your mons in timer balls? There's got to be a reason for that. Like, because all of Aries are in, Aerie being the last one, the fighting one. All of hers are in heal balls. I don't know what the others have. Atticus, it would kind of strike me as having a Dusk Ball. Again, at the end of the day, I have a Lucario and an 80 base power move. I can't lower my attack either. And it's I'm boosted by 2 stages. Should I? We're going to. I'm also a level higher than it. It said 21 was the top, so whatever. I think really what it's going to come down to, as long as I'm within a level, I'm not going to worry about it. I don't want to just be like, going into Ayano's battle at, and be like level 35 or something. Power up. Oh. Hi. Yeah, that was very easy. I'm very much looking forward to the rest of it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure we had Lucario in the surprise lock that we did and never finished. It's not going to get finished either because that was on Violet, and obviously this save is over the top of it. Plus, I don't have any more of the footage recorded. Some of these kids, like, it's not a surprise that they're bullied. Atticus being the one specifically, you talking like that and acting like a ninja, that's the, they always talk about, there's always the jokes now about, like, oh, anime's so much more mainstream now, and, oh, y'all used to make fun of me for it. And it's like, no, we didn't make fun of you for watching anime. We made fun of you for Naruto running down the hallways and, doing their special attacks at recess and shit like that. Atticus is one of them. In other words, he's a major weeb, the really cringy kind that you can't really be around, and that it makes you see them, and then it's like, man, people are gonna judge me if I say that I watch anime. And I do watch anime, for the record. I don't watch a ton, and I'm more of a mainstream person. The last one that I finished was Demon Slayer, and I finished My Hero before that. Oh, so Giacomo looks like an adult. Like, he looks like he should be the PE teacher. At least the other ones look like kids. Okay, so now we've still got a whole interaction, but we can kind of talk through that. Yeah, as soon as we get out of this conversation with Cassiopeia and then Penny, who are totally not the same person, um, that's where we're going to wrap up the episode. We actually got a lot accomplished in this. Luckily, the Titan and the base were not difficult in the slightest. Tigatink kind of carried us through the first one, and then through the Titan, and then our newly acquired Lucario kind of beat the brakes off of Giacomo's team. So Okay, for anybody else here that's watched My Hero Academia, why does she look like she's a member of the Todoroki family? Riddle me that. Penny slash Shoto over here. Thank you. Bye. Unless you gave me materials to make flash cannon, which I would very much like. Or a bunch of gimme gold coins. Yeah, hey, if you want to help... I don't think so, because I needed not any of this. I am up over 300 gimme gold coins, though, so that's cool. 316 now, to be exact. Yeah, as for the next episode, our order of business is to go back this direction. Because I think Ayano is our next target. Is she not? I have to keep looking it up because I don't really remember. Yeah, Ayano is our next encounter. Is going to be our next major hurdle, but that also means we can get to this deserty area over here, East Province Area 3, which there is the Steel type Titan there, but that's not what we're there for. We could probably do it, but I'm not going to. We can get Cuff Ant and Earthworm and something else, but that'll be for the next episode. In the meantime, I'll see you guys then. This is Friar Chuck saying bye-bye.